Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Thank you for always stopping by. In today's video, I want to share with us what you should use to make your enemies run far away from you. By the time you start using this, anybody with evil intentions towards you will no longer have access to you. Anybody with negative energies that come around you will run away. If you live in an evil environment, their powers no longer overshadow you. They will no longer have powers to attack you. Many of you don't sleep at night because of constant spiritual attack, because of constant spiritual noise you hear. Sometimes it looks as if they are drumming in your ears. Sometimes it looks as if somebody is throwing something in your building or in your room. By the time you use this, you will not experience that. You'll be able to sleep like a baby, and those demons will run far away from you. Just make sure you sprinkle this around your house. Make sure you have it in front of your house and at the back of your house. If the compound belongs to you or you're the only person living in the compound, you can sprinkle it in front of the gate. But if you're in a rented apartment, just sprinkle it in front of your house, just your own apartment and inside your house. Those demons will run far away from you. Even in your place of office, maybe you have your personal office, you can drop some under your desk or at the four corners of your office. By the grace of God, those people that want to take over your position, their powers will be powerless and they will not be able to harm you both physically and spiritually. So you need just the ingredients to perform this wonderful protection stroke back to sender powder. The first thing you need is our corn. This is my corn or maize. Okay, corn or maize, the dried one. Then another thing you are going to be needing is our cloves. This is my cloves. I've made so many videos on cloves, so most of you know that cloves are very powerful for anything witchcraft attack. Then another thing you're going to be needing is salt. This is my salt, any kind of salt, be it sea salt, local salt, cooking salt, any salt you have, you're good to go for this spiritual assignment. So when you get your clothes, you're going to get enough corn depending on how big your apartment is. You can equally add this to your bathing water only at night. It will start making you to sleep like a baby. You will not be having this kind of spiritual attacks you have. If you're the type that burn incense or you have an incense stand, you can equally put this mixture inside your incense stand. The fragrance is another thing altogether. When they perceive it, they will run away from you. So if you are the type that burn incense like me, just add a little of this mixture inside your incense stand and watch how your enemies will run. They will start avoiding you. You know what I mean avoiding? When they see you coming from the right, they will take off from the left. Sometimes they will be running from you and fall down. Yes, they will be running from you to escape your seeing your face. They will fall down and injure themselves. That is how powerful this recipe is. So if they're the ones living in your compound, some of them will pack out because the place will be too hot for them. It will be too hot for them. So when you get your corn or your maize, you get your cloves, blend everything together, get a good quantity of it, blend everything together, add the salt, blend everything together. It will be in a powdered form. So that if you completely blend it, nobody will even know the mixture. It won't actually dictate what the thing is. Then sprinkle it the four corners, just a little, at the four corners of your house, by your window, because sometimes they operate through the window, these witches, under your carpet, under your foot mat, your entrance foot mat and the backyard foot mat, or in front of your door if you don't have a foot mat, in front of your door, under your bed. Just make sure it goes round wherever you know you stay constantly or permanently whenever you come home. Because some people, when they enter their house, it looks as if the whole place is very hot. They start feeling a kind of hot sensation on their legs, on their body. That is how you know that the place you're staying is evil. That is another sign. Each time you come around, the place will be very hot. But once you leave that place, your body will be okay. So by the time you start doing this, it will help destroy those spells working against you. And you are the only person that will be feeling that hot sensation When you ask other members of the family, they will tell you they are not feeling anything. Okay, so when you start doing this, it will destroy every charm, every spell that the enemies has casted on you, has casted in that house. Every powers controlling that environment will be destroyed. If the foundation of that building is evil, maybe the landlord is an occultic man or the landlady is an occultic woman, you will see her being restless. Sometimes they will beg you to leave their house. They don't want to see you. Sometimes they go as far as refunding you your rent, which they have done to me when I was still single. They refunded me my rent, and I collected. I told the man I will leave when I want to leave, when I get a better place. And I stayed there for extra 6 months. He could not pursue me. All he did was to start avoiding home. He stopped coming to his house because we lived in the same compound. So if you know how spiritually power or how powerful you are spiritually, demons will run away from you. Even a landlord was not running away from his own house until I left that place. So these are small, small things you should do. You don't let anybody harass you spiritually. You don't let anybody molest you spiritually, unless you don't listen to my teachings, unless you don't practice my teachings. And that is why whenever I post a video, I beg all of you to do it. It's for your own good. And by the time you start doing it, you will see your life will change. Those people that feel they can manipulate you spiritually will be afraid of you, because they will know that there is a stronger power you possess now that they can no longer torment, and that is the power that is above all powers, the power of God Almighty. When you know God and know how to use all the things He created, no man, no woman can challenge you, both physically and spiritually. There are people that cannot stand in front of you and talk, no matter how rich they are, no matter how big they are, because once they look at your face, they will be scared. Sometimes they will say when they see you, they will have that kind of fear. We call it in my language a bubago. This person has a bubago. That's how the fear of a lion in him or in her. When people see you, they will be scared before speaking to you. There are people with such gifts. So when you start doing all these things, God will give you that undestroyable powers that when people see you, they'll be scared. They had to gather. They will be up to 20 to gather before they can talk of how to challenge you. And when they do it, God will deal with them. People that have tried it, God helped me to deal with them permanently. That when they see me now, they will run. We stay in the same shop, but whenever I'm coming, they know I'm coming to the shop. Most of them will not come. They will send their sales boy or sales girl to be in the shop. But any day I'm not around, they will feel relaxed. But any day they see my car, everybody will run. So that is how God will deal with your enemy, that they cannot withstand your face. They cannot see your face and stand. Once they see your face, they will start shivering. May that be your portion in the mighty name of Jesus. So try this and make sure you share your testimony under the comment section or on my WhatsApp number. I've come to the end of today's video. Thank you for watching and see you in my next one. Bye bye.